We'll use that later. And you might want to put a pillow. Do you have a pillow for underneath? Which will be down here for a minute. And there you go. All right. So regular thing, knees are a little tight. But in general, you're okay? All right, good. All right, go ahead and close your eyes. And then just take a few deep breaths. And then try to lengthen the exhale a little bit more. And then on the next inhale, see if you can take a deep breath in, and when you're kind of filled up, try to take a little bit more, like one more sip of air. And then exhale slowly. Good. 2 more rounds like that. Taking a little bit more on the inhale. And then exhaling slowly. Last one. Good. Now you can gently open your eyes, bring your hands to your heart, palms touch. And then reach your hands straight up. Look up towards your hands, towards your thumbs. And then exhale, let your hands go down to your side. Letting them go. Good. And then you can take your right hand, place it onto your left knee. Left hand behind and twist. Lengthen up on the inhale, exhale, look behind. Good, and release. Come back to the center. Bring your hands back to the center. Separate your legs so they're far apart and point your toes up towards the ceiling and just start to reach and walk forward. You feel it on your lower back. Start to kind of wake up here. Good, again, it's taking a little more sips of the inhale. And exhale, letting it all go. Good, and release, walk back up. And then take your left hand to your knee, right hand behind, and twist. And release, come back to the center. Hold on to your right leg. You're gonna hold on to your knee and your heel. And you can rock here. Lengthening through your spine. And then make circles going towards you. So. And then make circles going away from you. Good. And then bring that leg down, but you can slide your foot a little near the knee, so near your left knee. Good. And then take your right hand behind, left hand to your knee, and then twist again, pulling your heart towards the right. Okay. And release, come back to the center. Slide your leg out, but hook your fingers around that big toe. So keep the knee bent. Push the elbow into your knee here, and turn your heart now towards the hallway, towards the left side. And slide your right leg out a little bit. So you start to keep that hook on your finger, but slide your right leg out. Yep. And then you can reach your left arm up and over. So you really feel that lower back. Take 2 more breaths here. Good, Arnie. And really release, come back. Bring your left hand back behind, reach your right arm up and back towards the kitchen. Good. And release, come back to the center. Good. Now bring your feet in, rock the knees left and right. So kind of good, and then plant your feet onto the ground, lift your hips up. You can come to an upside down tabletop. So you can stay facing that way, but just lift up, holding here. One more breath here. And release, come back down. Awesome. And then bring your feet, the bottoms of your feet to touch, and butterfly your knees here. It's a little pixelated. Good. And then pull your knees in. Slide your legs out. Reach your arms up. And then fold forward. Good. You could shake your head left and right. And then maybe make circles with your head so you really sort of release around your neck. And then drop yourself down a little bit further, kind of pulling a little bit on your ankle so you sort of feel that length in your spine. And release. Walk your hands back up. Point your toes. Plant your hands behind you. And you're going to lift yourself up. So try to lift your hips up off the floor, but keep your legs straight, pointing your toes down. So point your toes towards the floor as much as you can. Good. Yeah, there you go. One more breath here. Lift your hips. And release. Come back down. Good. Slide your legs apart. Yeah, that'll wake you up. Slide your legs apart. Now take your left leg in and bend your knee and rock here. Rock left and right. So lengthen the spine. Pull your shoulders up, back, and down. And make circles with your foot going towards you. Good. And then going away from you. Good. And then coming back up, just pull your leg towards you a little bit more so you really feel in your hip there. Long spine. And then let your foot come down. Take your left hand behind, right hand across your knee. Turn and twist, look over your left shoulder. Good. And release, come back to the center. Pull your foot in front of you, the left foot, hook your peace fingers around your left big toe. Good. And then slide your, push your heart towards the fireplace, towards the Buddha. So more towards the Buddha, so like a little bit more up. And then slide that leg out. There you go. And reach your right arm up and over towards the space above your left foot. Try to keep your core tight, so pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Ground your right hip down towards the floor. So creating more space along that right side and not collapsing on the left. Good. Taking a couple more deep breaths in. And then letting it go. Good. Come back up. Bring your feet together, and then go to cross your legs, but then do the opposite, so it's the non-dominant. Yeah. So whatever's like, whatever you go to cross, but then do the opposite. Good. And then take your left hand behind, right hand across to your knee and twist. Good. Other side, come back to the center. Switch sides and twist. Good. And then come back to the center. Make circles with your torso. And then the other way. Good. And then come back to the center. Shoulders back. Bring your palms together again. Cross your thumbs, look at your thumbs, and then just lift your hands all the way up. Look at your thumbs. Now keep your thumbs connected. Now you're gonna hook your thumbs. Open your hands out so your hands are like this. Good. And try to pull your thumbs apart so you feel your shoulders engage. Relax your knees as much as you can. Look up. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands back down. Good. Unlace your legs and take your tennis ball. And you're going to take the tennis ball underneath your left foot. Just to kind of massage the arches of the foot. And pushing down hard enough to kind of engage the muscles around the knee. Good. And then now try to actually lift up your hips off the ground. So you lift your bottom off and keep pushing. There you go. And pushing down. So you feel your arms engaged. Soften the top of your shoulders, but also really activate the biceps and the triceps. Good. And release. Come back down. Let that leg go. Shake your legs out. Push the tops of your hands together so you can, yeah, there you go. Open up, palms, pull your fingers back. There you go. Other side. Good. And shake them out. Good. Now slide the ball under the tennis ball under your right foot and just massage normal without lifting up. And then chest open, shoulders back, lift up and keep massaging here. So keep rolling the ball underneath onto the arches of your foot. Try to separate your toes if you can. Good, and release. Bring it back down. Remove the ball, and then you can spin around, remove the pillow, and come on to all fours. So hands and knees. Good. And make circles with your body here, just fluidly sort of moving around your hips. Wiggle your hips left and right. Good. Now tuck your toes. So tuck all 10 toes and push your hips back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Push into the heels of your hand almost. Stretching the back of your toes. And release. Come back to the center. And wiggle your toes. Good. All right. Plant your hands into the ground. Tuck your chin in. Cat spine. So push your spine up to the ceiling. Tuck your chin in. And pull your belly button in towards your spine. And then inhale. Let it cow spine. So lift your tail, lift your chest. Good. Exhale, pulling it in. Pushing the floor away from you with your arms, with your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Good. 2 more full rounds. Good. Release, come back to the neutral spine. Now walk your hands over and come into a puppy pose. So keep your hips above your knees, but walk your arms out and drop your chest towards the floor. So you really keep your shoulders open here. Holding here. You can bring your head, if you can, forehead down to the mat. There you go. Holding here for another 3 breaths. So try to splay your fingers apart. And see if you can slow down your breathing. And then release. Coming back up onto all fours. Roll your shoulders here. So make circles with your shoulders. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then spin your hands so that they are fingertips pointing towards your knees. So you can roll your hands closer to your knees if it's better for your ankles. For your wrists. Good. Good. And then make little circles here with your torso, with your upper body. And reverse, go the other way. Good. And then switch your hands back. Tuck your toes. You're going to come up onto your knees. So tuck your toes, lengthen up. Good. And then just shake out your wrists. Good. Hook your thumbs together. Toes stay tucked. Reach your arms up. Look up towards your thumbs. Lift your chest up. Reach up. And then exhale. Bring your hands back down. Plant your hands down onto the ground. Now we're going to warm up even more. So you're going to have your kind of heat your body up. So now lift your knees up off the ground and hover here. So just keep your knees bent though. So you're going to hover, there you go. So you really feel it in your arms activate. Relax your chin, like your jaw, so that your neck, the back of your neck is long, good. And then push it back to downward facing dog. Pushing one heel and then the other. So dropping one heel and then the other, letting your hips. Good. Bringing your head in between, like looking towards your belly button if you can. Good. And then reach your right leg up to the ceiling and make circles with your right leg. Good. And bring that right foot back down. Bring your left leg up, make circles with your left leg. And then bring your left foot back down. Good. We'll take one more breath here. And then push up, drop your knees down, and come into child's pose. So your knees can come apart, your hips back, and then drop your head down. It can come to rest on your fists or onto the block or a mat. Okay, one more breath here. release, come back up, come back onto your knees. And then we're gonna bring your right leg forward, left leg back. Yeah, good. Your right leg forward, left leg back. Hook your thumbs. Yep, good. Go ahead and hook your thumbs together. Reach up and pull your thumbs apart. Push your hips forward. So you really feel your legs here too engage. Good. Bring your hips a little bit more forward so yeah, there you go. And release. Bring your hands down to the floor. Plant your left hand firmly on the floor. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee up off the floor. So you can actually, yep. There you go. Holding here. Now give yourself a little rock here, forward and back, forward and back. We're gonna bring that left knee back down in a moment. So just go ahead, forward and back. Kind of feel that the right leg bend and straighten a little bit more. And then release. Bring your left knee back down. Now push your left hand into the ground. Reach your right arm up and twist. Look up towards your right hand. Make circles with that right hand. Good. And release the hand back down to the ground. Slide your right foot forward and peel your right toes up. Let me put this down here. So slide your right, yeah, there you go. Good. Bringing your chest towards your thighs, or your chest towards your knee, more like it. Good, and then release. Bring that right foot back down to the ground, and we're going to tuck your left toes again and do that same thing. So good, you're going to tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then rock forward and back here with your fingers. You can have your fingers on blocks or on the floor, that's fine. Good. And then drop your left knee back down to the ground, bring your hands to the front, and then pull your right leg back. So you're gonna come back to just, yep. Good, excellent. Lift your upper body up and then bring your left foot forward. Hook your thumbs together and lift your arms up. Push your hips forward. Look up towards your thumbs. Try to pull your thumbs apart. And then release. Bring your hands back down onto the floor. Good. And then tuck your right toes, lift your right leg. Hold here for a few breaths, and then go ahead and forward and back, forward and back. Give yourself a little movement here. Good, and release that right knee back down, gently. Bring your right hand to the floor, reach your left arm up and twist. Look up towards your left hand. Make circles with your left hand. Good. And release. Bring that left hand back down. Same thing. We're going to pop up again. Right toes tuck. Right knee lifts. And then you're going to rock forward and back, forward and back. Good. Peeling your left toes up. Good, and release. Bring your right foot back down, and then slide your left foot forward, and peel your left toes up. Good, lengthen through your spine, and then bring your heart towards your knee, letting your upper body come down. Two more breaths here. And release. Bring your hands, your legs back. So pull that left leg back. Plant your hands on the top. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Drop your head, shake your head left and right. Push down on your fingers, like especially your thumbs and your pointer fingers. They usually don't get as much of the pressure. Keep your core tight, heels drop down to the floor, and then bend one knee and then the other. Rocking your hips. Good. Push your hips forward. Plank position. Good, I might freeze. Good, plank position. And then lower all the way down to your knees, your chest, and your belly. Bringing your hands by your shoulders. Good, elbows by your ribs. And then look up and lift up. So cobra here. Push the tops of your feet to the ground. Using your lower back here. And release, bring it back down. Let your hips go left and right. You can bring your hands alongside your body. Good. Again, one more time. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows in towards your rib cage. Tops of the feet on the ground. Zip your legs up so that they're kind of glued together. And then look up, lift up. And release. Bring your upper body down. Let your arms come by your side and look the opposite way you looked last time. Good. Now reach your arms out in front so your arms are straight. Good. And we're going to lift your right leg, left arm. Bring it down. Good. Then bring it back down. Lift your left leg and right arm. And then release. And we're going to keep going alternating sides. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Faster than we usually do. Yeah, there we go. Lift and lower. So you really feel your back start to engage more and more. Try to keep your legs straight. Good. As they come up, and bring them back down. And then up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Keeping the legs straight. Using your back to lift the legs. Last one on this side. And then one more on the other. Good. And release. Bend your elbows so that you're come onto a sphinx pose. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Palms facing down. So elbows underneath your shoulders. So prop yourself up so you feel a bend in your back. So elbows down on the ground though. There you go. And then lift your chest up. There you go. So lift your chest, look up. And then keep your arms where they are, but just drop your head down. So you feel it stretch in the back of your neck and your back. Let your head be as heavy as you can make it. And release. Lift your head up. Bend your right leg and look back behind you towards your right heel. Activate your right arm. So you kind of straighten your right arm and push the right floor away from you. Good. Reach around, holding the heel, and then pull that leg towards you a little bit more. So you start to pull that heel towards your glutes. Pushing that left arm into the ground so you still have that lift and it's a strong back bend here. And then release that leg out. And then Align, look over your left shoulder towards your left foot and pull that left foot towards your glutes. There you go. Relax your right leg. And push your right elbow into the ground so you're not collapsing, but you still engage that back bend. Good, and release, bring it back down. Bring yourself all the way back down. Reach your arms out alongside your body, so chest comes down to the ground. Reach your arms out like you're flying. And we're gonna do both sides. We're gonna both do lift your legs and your arms. So chin on the ground, inhale and lift. Lift your legs up, lift your arms up. Using all of your back muscles here. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Lift the legs. And release, bring it back down. Shake your hips left and right. Plant your hands into the ground. Lift yourself up. Tuck your toes. We're going to come into a downward facing dog. Then one knee and then the other. Shaking out your hips. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Drop your heels down to the floor so you really feel the back of your legs engage. Push down on your fingers, especially your pointer finger and your thumb. And then look forward, but walk your feet towards your hands. And then fold forward like a rag doll. Here you can keep your hands loose, touching the floor, or you can hold on to your opposite elbows, whatever feels best for you, for your body. Taking 3 more breaths in this forward fold. Shake your head a little bit. Good. And then come back to the center. Push down on your feet. Try to separate your toes like a little bit so that they're grounded on the floor. Tuck your chin and slowly, one vertebra at a time, come to stand. Good. And bring your, Arnie, it's actually good. Wherever it is right now, it's good. I can still see you full body. This is a good spot for it. All right, take a deep breath in here. And then rock your feet a little forward and back. Try to have your feet like parallel to each other. Good. And then let your palms be out open. Heels drop down. Inhale. And let it go. Reach your arms out and up. Hook your thumbs up top. Pull your thumbs apart. A little bit of a back bend here. Lift your chest, look back. And release. Bring your hands back down to the side. Good. Bring your feet closer together. Good. Reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, cross your thumbs. Release your index finger. And tick-tock left and right. Good. Now come back to the center. Reach your arms all the way up, palms glued tight. Reach up and then reach over to the left side. Push your hips to the right. Sides of your body, both sides long, kind of shimmying up out of your hips. Good. And come back to the center. Reach your arms up and then draw a line over to the right side. Push your hips to the left. Upper body back, lower body slightly more forward. And release, come back to the center. Drop your head back. Draw a line towards the ceiling and the back wall, like the the point where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you. release. Come back to the center. Release your hands bound by your side. Separate your legs, plant your hands onto your knees, above your knees. Now push your hips back and straighten that left arm and drop your left shoulder towards the center. So you straighten the left arm, you push it against the leg as you twist and look back over your right shoulder. Good. And come back to the center. Straighten that right arm, twist and look over your left shoulder. Good. And come back to the center. Push your kneecaps back, hinge forward, so you're like an upside down L. And then come forward all the way. Walk your hands down to your feet. Bend your knees, hook your peace fingers around your big toes. Elbows bend. Yep, and then elbows bend enough that you can straighten your legs. Two more breaths here. And release. Unhook your fingers, come all the way back up. Good, bring your shoulders up, back and down. Good, and sway your hands here, little monkey arms. Good. And then come back to the center. Good, separate your legs. We're gonna do some of the warriors here. Spin your left toes towards the hallway. You're gonna bend that left knee. And then reach your arms out. So warrior two. So bend that left knee, look past your left fingertips. Pull your shoulders together. Bring your right hand to the back of your right leg. Reach your left arm up and back. Just keep that left knee bent. Reverse warrior. And release. Bring your arms back out. And now straighten that left leg. Triangle. Palms open. Reach towards the left knee, the left shin, and reach your right arm up and twist. Really try to reach that arm out of your shoulder. Pull your right shoulder back so you're really opening your chest here. And release. Come back. Spin your toes in. Bring your hands to your hips. Long spine, a little bit of a back bend, and come forward. Good. Now lean forward. Keep your hands by your hips. You can keep your hands at your hips though. Yeah, there you go. Spine long. Bring your head towards the floor. Now push down on your feet, lift yourself all the way back up. Good. Spin your right toes towards the Buddha and bend your right knee. And reach your arms out. Good. Taking 3 breaths here, looking past your right fingertips, core tight, sides of your body in, shoulders, tops of your shoulders relaxed, but pulled together behind you. So your shoulder blades are engaged. And then reverse. Open your right hand up, reach your left hand to the back of your left leg. Bring it back out. Open your arms out wide. Triangle. Straighten that right leg. Bring your left arm up. Right hand comes down towards your shins. Pulling your chin towards your shoulder. Reach that left arm up and out of the shoulder. So you feel it lengthen and reach up so much that you feel it on that left side of your body. bring it back out. Open your arms out. Spin your toes in. Hands on your hips. And then just step both feet together. Bring your hands by your side. Good. Feet come together. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up and up. Palms touch. Exhale, fold. Bring them down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your knees up, your hands up to your knees. Good. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Awesome. All right, Arnie, we're going to go one more balancing thing. So just shift your weight to that right leg. And I want you to just bring your left leg back. So you can just bring it back towards the kitchen so it's like a warrior 3. Just activate the legs. Core tight. Yeah. But using your back, so a little bit of back bend while you do it. Good. And then bring it forward into tree pose. So that left foot pushes against the calf or your ankle. Good, and release, bring it back down. And then shift your weight to the other leg and bring your right leg back. Or tight, you can reach your arms out like you're flying. Engaging your back muscles here, front and back. And release, bring your foot to good. Bring your hands to your heart. And then release. Bring your leg back down. Release your arms by your side. Take a deep breath in, and then let it go. Good, Arnie. You can come on down to your back. Come on down to the floor. Good job. All right, bend your knees, pull your knees into your chest, so give yourself a little bit of a rock here. Left and right. And then let go, let the knees fall to the right side and twist. Look over your left shoulder. And then come back to the center. Make circles with your knees. So now you can just place your hands on top of your knees and make circles going one way and then the other. Good. Pull your knees in, pull, squeeze. And then release the knees, drop them out to the left side, open your arms out, look over your right shoulder. Come back to the center. And then let your legs come all the way out. Closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And then let it go. whole body just melt into the floor. You can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in. Good, and bend your knees, pull your knees into your chest. Give them a little rock left and right. And then rock yourself up to a seated position. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. Bring your palms together. Thumbs touching your heart. Namaste.